Look, Mr. Ricketts, I have to disagree, mate. I think there's been just the right amount of player turnover. Look, 8 players is not that many. It's only 10 if you include last month as well. Look, I don't know what to tell you, mate. There's just a lot of guys that are annoying me. No, mate, no, I don't think I'm easily annoyed at all. No, I don't need to go to anger management. F***.
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. Things have gone a little bit south. We're facing the Cincinnati Reds today, who are top of our division. No, they're not. They're third in our division currently. They were top in our division. They've gone a little bit south as well, it looks like. And, well, a lot has happened, a lot to catch you up on. Let's start with injuries, because injuries have not been our friends. Mancini has been out day to day. That's not a big deal. Dansby Swanson is out for another 3 weeks. He's been out for a little while. And the other big one is Seiya Suzuki out for 5 weeks, and he's already been missing for a week or so. So that has not helped things. And as I was explaining to the owner there, some players have been annoying me, and we have made some trades as well. The first man that's left is Brad Boxberger. He was on $2 million. He wouldn't go down to AAA despite he was stinking the place out. Not really. So ERA was just over 4.25, but he was annoying me anyway. This is perfectly normal. If you're new to the channel, this is perfectly normal. Players annoy me, they get traded. So the player we got in place of Boxberger, Burger to go, was this man, Oswaldo Cabrera. Now, he is, I like him, to be honest. He's a decent bat. He's a good utility player as well. And, yeah, well, I looked at him and I thought, well, he can play a number of different positions for us. And, yeah, like I say, a solid bat. Young guy as well. A little bit of potential there. Hopefully we can improve upon that as well. So Oswaldo Cabrera comes in. The other trade we did on this particular day, and this particular day was May 5th, was we got rid of Mastroboni. I did this because of the player we got for him. I'm not going to pretend that it was necessarily something I wanted to do. He was batting over 300 for us. I think the reason I did that, actually, I'm trying to remember now as well, it wasn't necessarily that he was annoying me. I think it was when Seiya Suzuki got injured, and I thought he's not a 300 hitter, based off of that, and based off of most of his career to date. So I thought, while his stock's high, let's see what we can get. And what we got was Jared Kelenic, or Kelenic, depending if he has these European pronunciation or not. Now, this is a guy that I'm pretty sure I've heard of, and I'm pretty sure he's good. He's got good leadership skills, and to be honest, I'm not sure why the Mariners were willing to trade him, but a very good outfielder. He could play either corner in the outfield, really. But yeah, he's done really well. I should say he should do really well in his career. He was doing really well in AAA. Yeah, not sure, as I say, why he wasn't getting played by the Mariners, but yeah, I think it's a good pickup for us, to be honest. So he's come in as well. And then the other player that we traded was Patrick Wisdom. Now, the reason that we traded him, now he got off to a really good start to the season. He did get off to a good start. Hit 6 or so home runs in the first couple of weeks. He's really gone downhill after that. And other than power, there's not too much to his game. He's not the best defensive third baseman either. And having Oswaldo Cabrera come in, we had someone else that could play third base that was a little bit more of a well-rounded bat. So I thought, let's see what we can get for him. He's 31, and what we got was this guy, Riva San Martin. Now, he is one of these, if you saw the tutorial I did on building a pitching rotation on the cheap, this is Exhibit A, Your Honor. He was a relief pitcher. I think there's enough there to suggest that he could be a starter. He's got good movement. A ground ball pitcher with good movement is a good thing. He's got a really good changeup as well, which is something that I think is important, to have a good off-speed pitch. Maybe it's going to be a little bit not quite as good as it could be, because his fastball isn't the best, but we'll see how he goes anyway. Not had the best start, if I'm being honest, but yeah, he's come in to be part of our pitching staff, if not starting rotation, but he's a lefty as well, so he could definitely have a use in the bullpen. So let's go have a look at how we've been going and how some of these new names have got on. Now, of course, we left off with this loss, I should say, against San Diego. We then played Miami. Talk about a close series. 2 extra inning games and another 1-run game, and we lost 2 of them, unfortunately, so not ideal. That clicked us over into May now. We faced the Nationals. We split that series 2 of 4. Miami came to us. I was hopeful of this one. We lost the first 2, managed to salvage a win in a 7-1 game 3 there. Divisional rival St. Louis came to us. Again, we lost. We only won 1 of 3. You'll notice that the trend here is that we win 1 of every 3 games, and that's not really good enough, is it? We went to Minnesota. Again, we won 1 of 3, though this game, 2 of the series here, a 3-2 loss. But look at this, we blew it in the 9th. We were 1-0 up. We scored a run in the 9th and then gave up 3. I'm assuming a two-run single there to wrap it up. So yeah, that's one of those that is just extremely, extremely frustrating. Having gone in front in the 9th to then go and give that lead up is frustrating. And if we look at the pitching stats here, it was Estrada who was one of the new names. He was responsible for that loss, which is disappointing, obviously. We then went to Houston. We won 1 of 3 because that's what we do. We went to Philadelphia. We won 1 of 3. New York came to town. We won 1 of 3. Then we have got this series against Cincinnati, and we've won the first 2, which almost certainly means we're not going to sweep the series, surely, that we're going to lose the game on YouTube again, which I've got to admit will be annoying. I will be disappointed and annoyed further if we do lose on YouTube today. But let's have a look at what that's done for the standings. And yeah, you can see we have dropped down the standings, which is disappointing. It's still relatively early in the season, end of May, so being 5 games back of the Brewers is not the end of the world, but it feels like it's all trending in the wrong direction. If we look at the wild card, we're even further away. We're 6 games outside of that. So we do need to start picking things up a little bit, but I think what we have done, if we look at some of the league leaders here as well, is I think we've got rid of some of the older players, some of the more higher paid players, and I'm hoping that now we'll be able to start and build a team that we can look to take forward. If we do, just have a look at some of the pitching numbers here, and I will try and point out some of the new men. So new into the team is obviously San Martin, who we've just seen, or Martin it is perhaps. Chris Clark is a new name. We'll have a look at him in just a second. Brandon Hughes, I think, is a new name to us. And the other two are the 2 that I sort of flagged up in the last episode that have come in Carlos Vargas and Estrada. So, I mean, all in all, it's not going too badly. We're just a little bit inconsistent just now, I think. So let's have a look at some of these new guys. So Chris Clark has come off the injury list, I believe, and is a good, solid pitcher. He's one of these guys that could actually, natural-born leader as well, he could actually be someone for the starting rotation with good control and movement. He might be someone that as a sort of 4-5 starter could have a useful role to play. Brandon Hughes, I believe, is another of the new names, another one that came off the injured list. And again, we can see here, very good stuff, good control. Movement, maybe not the greatest, but yeah, he's only ever going to be a bullpen pitcher, but he does look as though he could be a very solid one for us. He is day-to-day just now, though. And I believe we have seen the others because Vargas, San Martin, and Estrada are the other guys. The guys that have gone out is Wick, Brault, and Talon and Assad have all dropped back down to AAA. So the hitting side of things, so it's not going exactly as I would have hoped. Matt Mervis has been a little bit disappointing since coming in. Cabrera has not quite done exactly what I would have liked him to do. I think he's playing shortstop for us just now as well. Bellinger is back from his injury, which is good timing, obviously, with Seizuki. Those two just seem to be switching back and forth, if I'm honest, in terms of who's on the injured list and who's in the lineup. Nelson Velazquez is another new name. He has come in due to the injuries, basically. And it's the bats are what are letting us down just now, and hopefully that will improve. Let's have a quick look at Velazquez. And we can see here, he is a solid enough guy, a little bit of power in the bat. Everything else is more or less average. A good defensive player. He's someone that we could possibly look to rely on in the future. It's 24 years old, though. It's a bit of a growing year for him, I think. So we'll see how he does. But I don't think he's going to sort of force himself into the major league roster by any means. So with things going a little bit wrong, perhaps, let's go and check the lineups as we host divisional rival Cincinnati. And I mean, there's no such thing as a must-win game in May, but it would be very nice to win, that's for sure. Prepare for defeat, Chicago, as tonight's starting lineup takes the field. At first base, it's Edward Rios. At second base, it's Nico Horner. At third base, it's Josh Rojas. A big Chicago welcome for the shortstop, Osvaldo Cabrera. In left field, it's Nelson Velazquez. In center field, it's welcome back Cody Bellinger. In right field, a big welcome to Jared Kalanick. The hitter tonight is Nick Madrigal. The catcher tonight is Jan Gomez. And your starting pitcher is Mark Leiter Jr. Alright, these matchups look truly horrid, don't they? So leading us off, it's Nico Horner at second base, Rojas at third, bats second. It is Madrigal Desnetta hitting at 3. Kalanick cleans up in right field. It is Rios at first base for this one, batting 5. Bellinger in centre field, bats 6. Gomez, the catcher, bats 7. Valiquez, the left fielder, bats 8. Cabrera, the shortstop, bats 9. It's Mark Leiter Jr. on the mound for us today. 1-1 record, ERA of 4.24. We're up against Luis Kessa. Now, he has a 2-2 record, an ERA of 6.62. So, I mean, the matchups, if we take star ratings into account, are fairly even all the way down. So we're not getting absolutely smashed in the matchups. And the pitching matchup, stats-wise, should go to us, even though, sort of, again, star rating-wise, it goes to them. So maybe this is going to be a little bit closer than it looks like on this screen here. So welcome back to Wrigley. Leiter Jr. on the mound. Frawley is leading us off. We had him in our All-American Yankees, I believe. And it is going to be a 2-1 pitch. And let's see what Mr. Leiter can do. Now, I think I was told this is our Leiter's son. Though why he's Mark Leiter Jr., I'm not sure. But anyway, we start things off with a catch in left field. Well done, Valiquez. Fairchild comes in. Another one that I think we've had somewhere before. Batting .219 this season. And that is into deep right field, very deep right field, and it is 1-0 to the Reds. Randy will be happy, won't he? Randy from Ohio. Well, that's not the start we wanted. Spencer Steer comes in, batting .241, though in a slump. It's a 1-2 pitch, and it's a strikeout. A nice response there from Mr. Leiter. Wisdom, that name sounds familiar, doesn't it? Batting .229. Is he going to come back and haunt us here? Almost certainly, as he hits it into left field. Valiquez is there. And that'll do it for the first. We are 1-0 down. It's going to be Nico Horner to lead us off. Batting .298 this year. He has done a really good job with the bat. And he watches strike 3. Excellent stuff, mate. Excellent. Rojas comes in now. Batting .284 this year. He's been one of the better players since coming in. And he rips that into right field. That's going to skip to the ivy, and it should be at least a double as he slides into second. Very nicely done. Tying run in scoring position. So yeah, let me know what you think of the trades. I'm fairly happy as Madrigal comes in, batting .245. Another 0-2 pitch. At least he swung at it. 2 away. It brings in Kalanick. Now I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he is one of these guys that does actually develop quite well in the game. Full count, he draws a walk. 2 on, 2 out. And it's going to bring up Edwin Rios. Now he does have some power in that batter here. He's batting .235 this season. First pitch, has a swing. Rios, oh, it's going to drop in. It goes all the way to the fence, and Rios ties the game with an RBI double. Well done. Coming in for Matt Mervis, and well, I thought for a wonderful moment it might be going to float over the fence, but no such luck. Cody Bellinger comes up now, batting .236 this season. 0-1 pitch, he grounds it to the first baseman, and that will do it for the inning. We strand 2, but tie the game. And it is Stephenson coming up to lead them off, batting .258. It is a 2-1 pitch, and Stephenson has absolutely crushed it, and that is 2-1. So yeah, I think starting pitching might be for us. Pitching is definitely an issue for us. The issue we have with that issue, if you're still with me, is that we have quite a few guys as Joey Votto comes in, a member of our Canadian All Jays. There'll be an episode of that. The Salad Jays will be back tomorrow as he singles up the middle. Yeah, so we have a lot of guys that I'd say are average pitchers on above average salaries, sort of 14 million I think it is. It's Stroman, it's 14 million. We've got Hendricks as that's caught out there in right field. Runner will stay at first for 1 away as Benson comes in batting .236. So we've got that amazing problem that you get sometimes when you take over a club where we've just got to try and get rid of some salaries. And what unfortunately we can't afford to do is Newman hits it into right field. It drops in front of Kalanick. And it is nothing more than a single. So 2 out, 2 on for Jake Frawley, who is 0 for 1. We would love to get an out here. It's a 1-2 pitch. Oh, he's hit him. He's hit him to load the bases for Fairchild, who cleared the fence last time up. Now, this is a massive at-bat in the game already, isn't it? We're already 2-1 down. Loaded bases, 2 out. Come on, Leiter. It's a full count. Don't you walk in a run. Oh, you mother effer. It is 3-1. Loaded bases, 2 out. Spence Steer, who is 0 for 1, and that should be out. Ground ball to Cabrera, over to first. So, yeah, the pitching is not going to get it done for us today. Can the bats make up for it? Yan Gomez batting 205. Has been in decent form recently, but he strikes out there, and that is 1 away. In comes Velasquez batting 188. Early days in his career, of course, as he gets that right down into the left field corner. And that should be a double. No, just a single, but we'll take it. Excellent work. Cabrera now, only batting 171. I think he's going to be better than that, though. It's an 0-2 pitch. And Cabrera strikes out. So we go back to top of the order, Nico Horner. He's 0 for 1 today. It's a first pitch swing. Nico Horner gets it through the right side of the infield. Velasquez will take himself over to third. Runners at the corners now with 2 out. Can we do something here with Rojas, who is 1 for 1? A 1-2 pitch. Rojas strikes out, and that'll do it for the second. 4 hits apiece, but we find ourselves 3-1 down as Wisdom will lead them off 0 for 1 today. On his YouTube return to Wrigley, he pops that up into center field. It will be caught out there by Bellinger. That is 1 away. Stephenson now, who hit a home run last time up. It's a 2-0 pitch. And that's a ground ball to Cabrera over to first. Excellent work. 2 away. And, no, it's Rojas at third, isn't it? Of course it is. Votto comes in now, 1 for 1. It's a full count. And Votto watches a ball float wide of the mark. So 1 on, 2 out for India, who is 0 for 1. An 0-2 and a ground ball to Cabrera over to second. And we keep them scoreless in the third. Let's see what we can do with the bat now. Madrigal to lead us off, 0 for 1. It's a first pitch swing. Madrigal back to the pitcher. That'll be 1 away. In comes Kalanick, who is got walked, I think. Did he get walked or hit last time up? It's a 3-1 pitch. He walks again. All right, 1 on, 1 out for Rios, who tied the game in the first with a, was it a double, I think? First pitch swing. Nope. Rain is falling. It's a 1-2 pitch. Rios! 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 It's a 2-run home run, 412 feet, and Edwin Rios becomes an instant hero. A double in the second, a home run in the third, and he has all 3 RBIs. Cody Bellinger now, 0 for 1 today. The rain is pretty... Oh, we've got a rain delay. We've lost 30 minutes, so Bellinger will come up. Hopefully the pitch is a little stiff after that 30 minutes off as Bellinger takes an 0-2 pitch into left center field. And Cody Bellinger will have himself a 1-out double. I wonder, so when do you get a rain delay like that, so half an hour, does that help the pitching, like the starting pitcher, because they get a rest, an extended rest, or is it one of those where they need to warm up again? And oh, and Yan Gomez might have just given us the lead as he punches it into right field. Bellinger comes home. The big belly flop over the home plate, and it is 4-3. Certainly on the evidence of this, as Velasquez comes in, 1 for 1 today. Velasquez will end that with a double play. Oh no, it's an error. They've fallen to pieces. Certainly on the evidence of this, it looks as though it has not helped the starting pitcher, but I just wonder if it sort of extends their start, or if in fact they're better off almost just benching them and getting a guy warming up, starting fresh. As Cabrera loads the bases. 1 out. Horner to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Anything but a double play, mate. I will accept that over a double play. But with 2 out, it is Rojas who is 1 for 2. Loaded bases. This is a big at bat, isn't it? 2-1 pitch. Rojas into center field. Is it going to drop in? It is. Rojas is going to score 2. With a double, 2 RBI single, I should say. It is now 6-3. 5 runs we've crossed the plate. Pitching change from Madrigal now. 2 on, 2 out. He is 0 for 2. It's a 1-0 pitch. And the rain delay has worked an absolute charm, and it's going to be another hit. This time Madrigal, and coming home to score is that Bellinger? No, it's Cabrera. So it's 7-3 in the third, and it is Kalanick coming in. 2 walks so far today. Make that 3. What's the record for walks in a game? So it's loaded bases again for Rios, who is already having the game of his life. Can he do it again? It's a 1-1 pitch. Edwin Rios gets it into right field. He can. Rios with more RBIs. That's going to be 5 now that he has personally. It is 8 runs in the third. It is 9-3, and it's Bellinger now who is 1 for 2. 2 on, 2 out. 1-1 pitch. Bellinger! It is gone! Cody Bellinger with a 3-run home run. It is now 12-3, 11 runs in the third. And it's an absolute massacre. Stop it, they're already dead. It's Yan Gomez coming back up. He is 1 for 2. It's another full count. 2 out, no one on. And the bottom of the third eventually ends. 11 runs for our Cubs. It is 12-3. Overall, and Benson will face Leiter Jr., who has just been gifted a win, hasn't he? If you don't win this game, Mark, then I think we have to call it a career on you, as we get a catch out there for Kalanick to put one away. Newman comes up now, 1 for 1. It's a 1-0 pitch. It's a ground ball, and yeah, I tell you what, loving the rain delays. The rain delay may have just changed our season. I mean, that was an epic inning as Frawley pops it up into centre field to end at the top of the fourth. The Reds will surely be demoralised at this point, just wanting this game to end. Velasquez will come up. He is 1 for 2. At the full count, and Velasquez punches one up the middle for a leadoff single. I mean, you've got to think, at this point, if you're the Reds, you're writing this off, aren't you? I mean, this guy goes as long as he can. You're not going to waste your bullpen on this one, are you? Surely. Cabrera with a full count. He draws a walk. 2 on, no one out for Horner, who is 1 for 3. Another full count. And Horner gets it down into the right field corner. That's going to score more runs for the Cubs. 1 run comes across, and that'll be it. But runners at second and third. RBI double for Horner. And it is 13-3 for Rojas now, who is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And Rojas grounds it to the first baseman. It will drive in a run. Horner will go to third. It is 14-3 with 1 away. And it is Madrigal now who is 1 for 3 with an RBI. A 2-0 pitch. It gets away from the catcher. And that's another run. It is now 16-3. No, it's not. It's 15-3. It'll be 16-3 in a minute. A 3-1 pitch. Madrigal. Oh, he could have walked on that one, I think, but he pops it up. That'll be 2 away, no one on. Kalanick to the plate, who has walked 3 times. Is it going to be a 4th walk in the game? No, Kalanick gets it out into left field. He has himself a hit. And the Cubs train just keeps chewing through as Rios, who is 3 for 3, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, a 1-1 pitch, and Rios gets it into right centre field, and that might be another RBI. It is all the way to the fence, turning, and no, staying at third. So Rios can only get a double. No runs across. Bellinger now, who is 2 for 3 with the 3 RBI from the home run last time up. And this time he pops it up into centre field. That will end the fourth. 3 more cross for the Cubs. It is 15-3, and the record books need to come out, don't they? And I've got to say, when Fairchild here hit a home run to start off the game in the top of the first, I feared the worst for this one. That'll do it for Leiter. He goes 4 innings, 3 earned runs, and in comes Chris Clark now to have a look at him. ERA of 2.52 so far this season. It's a 1-2 pitch and a strikeout for Clarkie. 1 away, runner at first, Wisdom to the plate. What a horrible return it's been for him. As Gomez does well just to keep the runner at first there with the loose pitch. It's a full count. It is up the middle. And runners will be at the corners with 1 away. In comes Stephenson, who is 1 for 2. That one, of course, was a home run, and that could be a double play that ends the innings. 1-2. Let's go have a bat in the 5th. Still, the lead is 15-3, and it is Gomez to lead us off 1 for 3 today. It's a 2-2 pitch. And Gomez has popped it up, and that will be 1 away. In comes Velasquez, 2 for 3. I said he maybe won't keep his spot in the lineup. He's certainly doing his very best, isn't he? He's got another hit now into centre field. The issue we have is that Seiya Suzuki will come back, presumably at some point. And then we've got Mancini, who also has a day-to-day just now. Is that going to leave? No, it's into deep left field, but it is caught. So 2 away, runner at first, corner at the plate. He is 2 for 4. It's a 2-2 pitch. And Horner grounds it to the third baseman. That'll end the inning. A scoreless inning. What a boo! It's 15-3. And Votto will lead them off. 1 for 1. And he's going to walk for a second time here. I suspect he is. And India comes in, who is 0 for 2. A 1-0 pitch. We've hit him. Okay, let's not throw this away, please. So suddenly 2 on, no one out. Benson comes to the plate. It's a 3-1. Is Clark falling in a heap here? No, he's got a pop up there. Bellinger is under it, and he will not be able to keep the runner at second. So 1 away, runners at the corners. Newman to the plate. He is 1 for 2. It's an 0-1. It's a ground ball through the left side of the infield. That'll score a run for the Reds. So it is 15-4. And it will be Frawley to the plate. 0 for 2. An 0-1 pitch. And that is, again, into Bellinger's glove, is it? No, it's over Bellinger's head, and that's going to score 2 more. And Clark might just need a rest here, I think. It is now 15-6, and surely not. Fairchild comes up. Only got 1 hit. That was a home run, and that is going to get caught in right field, is it? Yes, it is. Velasquez, left field, sorry. Velasquez comes in for 2 away. Spencer Steer, who is 0 for 3. An 0-2 pitch, and that is out towards Velasquez again, who leaps into the fence, makes the catch, ends the inning. 3 runs, though, for the Reds, sorry, which is disappointing. Rojas will lead us off. He is 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. A 2-2 pitch, and Rojas into left field, but is caught 1 away. In now comes Madrigal, who is 1 for 4. A first pitch swing. Madrigal grounds it to the third baseman. 2 away. And this pitcher they have now seems to have got a grip on things, doesn't he? Kalanick, who is 1 for 1 with 3 walks, I think it is. I've lost count of his walks. And he's hit that well into right field. Oh, but he's robbed of a hit. Robbed of extra bases as well. And that'll do it for the 6th. 15-6 as we go to the 7th. Wisdom to lead them off. Clark stays on the mound, which makes sense. There's no point us going through our bullpen here either, is there really? As I say that, Drew Smiley is going to come on now to face Stevenson, who is 1 for 3. So not a great outing from Clark, really, was it? He gave up 3 in, 2 innings of work? 2.1 innings of work, is it maybe? Smiley starts us off with a ground ball, and that is out at first. 2 away, Votto comes in. Now, Smiley's actually come to me. He wants to be in the starting rotation. Not against giving him a chance at some point. The issue we have is it's time to stretch anyway, but 15-6, didn't think we'd be stretching with that sort of lead. So welcome back. Yeah, the issue I have with giving Smiley a spot in the starting rotation is Rios, who is 4 for 4, comes in. A 1-2 pitch, and he just can't stop hitting the ball. He's going to get caught on this occasion, but just magical stuff. Yeah, Smiley really does lack movement, and I don't like starting pitchers that lack movement, because he'll probably do okay first time through the order, as Bellinger has crunched another one out to the fence on the full in center field as he slides into second. And, well, Bellinger is showing some MVP form, isn't he, this game as well. In comes Gomez, who is 1 for 4. Yeah, I always think a lack of movement, that they'll do okay first time through the order, but then they tend to... We had the problem with Struble at the Tigers last out of the park baseball, and we put him in the bullpen as Velasquez, 3 for 4, comes in, and is he going to drive in a run? No, he's going to end the 7th. And yeah, we moved Struble into the bullpen as a long reliever, and he went to, I think he was a 2-time All-Star. And I'm thinking a similar sort of role for Smiley. Though to be fair to Struble, he went, where did he go after us at the Tigers? He went, I want to say the Yankees, or was it the Mariners? Because we came up against him a couple of times, and he was doing quite well for them. Maybe even been the Twins, but anyway, all beside the point. As we get another ground ball, 2 away, and Smiley is definitely doing no harm into his bid to become a starter with this sort of effort out of the bullpen. It's another strikeout, and there we go. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It better be the last time we bat, 15-6 in the lead. Cabrera will start us off against Weaver, who has an ERA of 6.41. And Reds ERAs have taken a hit this game, haven't they? As Cabrera strikes out, 1 away. In comes Horner, who is 2 for 5. Another 0-2 pitch, and Horner swings through a fast ball. That is 2 away. Rojas, who is 2 for 5. It's a 3-1 pitch, and Rojas draws the 2-out walk. In comes Madrigal. He is 1 for 5. First pitch swing. Madrigal back to the pitcher. That should do it for that. It is 15-6 as we go into the top of the ninth. And the game has somewhat faded, hasn't it, since that magnificent third inning. Farley to lead us off against Smiley. He is 1 for 3. It is a 2-2 pitch. And Smiley. He'll be Smiley after that one. It's a strikeout. It is Casali coming in to pinch hit for them, batting 114 this season. First pitch swing. And that is a ground ball to Cabrera at shortstop. That is 2 away. They are down to their final out. Spencer Steer is the man at the plate. He is 0 for 4. It's a 2-1 pitch. And that should be caught by Bellinger. No, it's going to drop in front of him for a 2-out single. So Wisdom, 1 for 4. It's a 3-1 pitch. He walks. It's not going to happen, is it? Can you imagine? Oh, I will. This will be it. This will be the end of the channel. The computer will be in pieces. Stevenson is 1 for 4. An 0-2 pitch. Is this the moment? Drew Smiley ends it with a strikeout. And what a performance from the Cubs. What a performance from the Cubs. So it's difficult to pick one star from that game, but Edwin Rios, 4 for 5, 5 RBIs. I mean, just brilliant, brilliant stuff. 29, so maybe not here for the foreseeable long term, but certainly for the next few seasons. If he keeps doing that, we know who our first baseman's going to be, don't we? But absolutely brilliant stuff. If you did enjoy that, make sure you hit thumbs up. How you couldn't have enjoyed that, I don't know. We have swept the Reds, so that's very nice. And, well, if we can keep batting like that, we'll certainly have a decent season. The pitching still needs to improve, though, doesn't it? Now, we will be back next time. Where are we getting towards the season here now? What if we come back for this game where we host the Baltimore Orioles? Then we'll sort of be not quite halfway between now and the All-Star game. But that looks like a good game to come back to for me. Have a little bit of interleague play as well, because they're American League, aren't they, the Orioles? So that'll do it for today. If you've enjoyed that, a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. 15 runs, 11 in the third. That was a day out, wasn't it? Take care.